to stand until they get here. Stand. Please stand as we welcome our graduates.
We didn't test the mic. Good evening, and welcome to Mountain Empire Community College on this beautiful and blessed day. My name is Vicki Ratliff, and I serve the college as the Vice President of Academic and Student Services, and it is my honor to stand before you in recognition of our students, a group of hardworking, dedicated individuals who have committed their lives to taking care of the lives of others. Would you please have a seat? Students, as you are recognized tonight by this time-honored tradition, I hope you know how very proud all three of the colleges comprising the Virginia Appalachian Tri-College Nursing Program are of you. I am happy to share with you that your hard work will be worth it when you cross the stage at graduation and pass that dreaded NCLEX exam in just the next few weeks. Of course, none of this just happens. I often hear talk in the hallways about those first clinical experiences, the number of hours you have had to endure in the library, and the amount of caffeine you've lived on over the past few semesters. See, I hear these things. And I am truly in awe of all that you have endured to get to this point in your lives. You've survived countless exams, and I would say some better than others, lost too many hours of sleep, and given up valuable time with your family and friends. And yet, you have made incredible memories, lifelong friends, and developed skills that will save lives. Priceless accomplishments that have forever changed your course in life. Thank you for trusting us with your education and allowing us to play a small role in your future. Now, talking about changing courses in life, as many of you know, our president has decided to change his course in life by pursuing retirement. It is my honor to introduce Dr. Scott Hamilton, who would also like to provide his congratulations and provide the official welcome.
Well, first off, let me start off by saying congratulations to all the graduates 2017 of the Virginia Appalachian Tri-College Nursing Program. You've worked hard, you've put in a lot of hours and time and effort, blood, sweat, and tears, and tonight is a time for you to celebrate. And so I want to just say welcome to Mountain Empire Community College. We're glad to have all of you here on our campus and host this event this year. And to all the people out in the crowd, the family, friends, and loved ones of this group of hardworking students up here, congratulations to all of you. Welcome to our campus, and enjoy this evening's festivities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Hamilton, and we will miss you. It's been good to work with you. Thank you for supporting our students. Thank you, Dr. Ratliff. I'd like to introduce some other folks who are on the stage with us tonight. We have Dr. Gene Couch from Virginia Highlands Community College. He's the president of Virginia Highlands Community College. And you guys from Virginia Highlands, I know, have seen him around quite often. And Dr. Stacy Hamilton. Stacy Hamilton. Let's try that again. Stacy Thomas. Where did that come from? Vice President of Academics and Student Services at Virginia Highlands, and folks at Virginia Highlands, you see him around quite often as well. Then on that, beside folks at Mountain Empire do not need an introduction to the two folks on the end, Deb Clarkston and Mandy Robbins. They're going to be talking. You know you're not going to get any points for that. They'll be participating in the ceremony a little bit later. And on the other side, I have the student speakers. It has become a tradition for our program to have a representative from each of the tracks or programs to speak at the pinning ceremony, representing each student here or each student in their group. And I'm going to introduce them and then let them come up one after the other and do their presentation. Brandy Vyers Burnham from Mountain Empire Community College. Ernest Mackenzie Harold from Southwest Virginia Community College. Christina Boer from Virginia Highlands Community, and Brian King from the Virginia Appalachian Tri-College Evening Weekend Program. It's wonderful to hear your enthusiasm because I know that represents something about the relationship you have with these people that you have spent so much time with. Amen. Right. You've probably spent more time with them than you have your family. So without further ado, I'll let them come as they're listed and do their presentation that represents you.
Thanks, Dean Mitchell. Good evening, and welcome to the 2017 VATNP Nurse Pinning Ceremony. We did it. Yes, we did. When I found out that I was going to be selected to speak tonight, I really didn't have an idea of what I wanted to say. So as a representative for my class, I reached out and received a few responses, and I got the many friendships that we've made, how hard it is to get through this program, recognizing how blessed we are to have this opportunity, how blessed we are to be able to be in this field. But one particular student, a classmate of mine, directed me to say, I would like to hear a speech about my future, not my past. I've gotten to this end of my journey, and I want to know what's going forward. Give me some inspirational words. So from my classmates, these are the suggestions we thought was important. In the middle of this past semester, one of our instructors, Miss Mandy Robbins, there at the end, realized that our class was starting to struggle. We were tired, and we were stressed, and we were overwhelmed, and as you know, that happens. But because we were nearing the end, she did not want to see us falter. So she provided us with an inspirational speech of her own about finding our reason why. Why did we want to become nurses? Why are we here tonight to celebrate? It's because of that inspirational speech that we had the motivation to finish strong. I don't think she understood at that moment how important and impactful her speech was, but it's carried us on. So we would like to pass that on to you, our fellow graduating students. Now, RNs, because we are graduating. Do you know your why? If you don't, discover it, cherish it, hold on to it. Put it on the sign, put it on a keychain. Whatever you have to do to keep it in your focus. Because when you get tired and you get overwhelmed and you're stressed, have that why available so that you can keep on fighting to the next day. Because we know we're going to get our heart broken. And we know we're going to suffer right along with our patients. So we need that in our back pocket so that we can keep fighting. We want to keep in mind the true meaning of being a nurse. It's not about the knowledge that we've obtained or the skills that we can perform. It's about the care that we're going to give our patients. It's the desire to help those in need, not just the ones we want to care for, not just the ones that's closest to us, but the ones that's going to be under our charge. We need to do this for the ones that have no one else, the ones that have a room full of supporters, the ones that only have that one day, and the one we will help give 1,000 tomorrows, and all of those in between. The last suggestion that we have to give is to remember where we're starting from tonight. We are graduating nurses, so we are at the bottom, but we are going to strive to be on top. We're going to be those experienced nurses. We're going to have knowledge to share. So when it's our turn to mentor that next graduate, remember we once walked in their shoes. Remember to be the nurse we're hoping will mentor us for our future, to then mentor them to their future. Because we didn't make it here on our own, there's a few people that we would like to acknowledge and to thank. So, Ms. Klusman, as you did not get acknowledged earlier, we would like to say thank you for building our foundation, for teaching us what it truly means to be a nurse. Ms. Wright, thank you for keeping us on track, for talking us off the ledge in the very beginning and telling us it's going to be okay. We will get through it. Because as you can see, we did. Ms. Robbins, thank you for your positive attitude and helping us find our why. Ms. Clarkston, thank you for pushing us to be fearless, for trying new things, and to find where we belong. We also would like to take a moment to acknowledge Ms. Kim Rasnick. Many of you may not know she is the simulation coordinator for our lab here at MECC. Thank you for simulating reality and making it fun while you did so. To all those in attendance tonight, thank you for being here to support us and to share in this celebration. You represent our support systems. You represent our families, our friends, the shoulders that we've cried on, the listening ears that we have vented to, and for some of us, you represent our whys. We're here because of you. We cannot possibly express to you our appreciation for all you have sacrificed and endured for us and with us over these past 2 years. We know this night is a celebration for us, but it's also a celebration for you. Personally, I would like to take this opportunity to not only thank my classmates, but to thank my family as well, my husband Josh and my 2 boys, Zeke and Roman, wherever you are in this crowd. Hello. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for enduring this lengthy process and for all the sacrifices that you have made for me. And to my family and friends who are also here, thank you for your support, your endearing love that I have for you and you have for me. It means a great deal. I would like to thank my classmates from the bottom of my heart for accepting me, being my friend, and supporting me alongside you to accomplish this goal. And please remember, you can, you will, we did, and here we are tonight celebrating it. Congratulations, graduating RNs, class 2017. Thank you.
Well, praise the Lord, we finally made it. First, I've got to give my God the praise for standing here tonight before everyone, because it's only by His mercy and by His grace that I'm here tonight. Only by Him. Second, I want to thank my fellow nursing class on allowing me to speak on their behalf. What an awesome class you all are. We've become such a close-knit family, and we was able to be together and cry together and rejoice together. What a privilege, and thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Third, I would like to thank my family, my friends, and my precious wife, Britta, for their unending love, their prayers, and sacrifices for me. Today wouldn't be possible without them, and I'm so thankful for that. I would like to thank everyone in the audience tonight, because without your sacrifices, the family, staying up late, babysitting the kids, all of that, taking care, sacrificing your life for us to be here, that's an accomplishment in itself, and I'm so thankful for y'all. I would like to thank all the faculty and staff for their teaching. Man, what teaching. I can speak only for Southwest, that we really had great teachers, and they inspired us to be better nurses. We can be and to never give up. At this time, if you will, please give all the nursing students a hand for completing this program. What a roller coaster of a journey. We've had our highs and we've had our lows, but by the grace of God, we made it. We are here. ATI is finally over. You know, I thought about adding up how many hours we've spent in that thing. But I said, you know what, ATI's done had too much of my time. I'm done with that. You know, we've taken test after test in this program. But can I tell you, the real test is just about to begin. We can take a test on paper and figure out what's wrong with them. But can we do a 60-second assessment from the door and immediately find out what's wrong? As Miss Smith has said many times, you're not going to walk into the patient's room and have their diagnosis written on their forehead. It's just not going to happen. You have to use your nursing judgment to figure it out. The thing about life is that it doesn't last forever. We are in the profession of saving lives. What a privilege and honor to do so. We have taken our last test in the program, but my prayer is that we never stop learning, growing in knowledge of nursing, and that we always remember where our strength comes from. The Bible says in Psalms 121, verses 1 and 2, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which is the maker of heaven and earth. God has been my help and my strength and my victor. And I know he has been for my classmates out there. There's no doubt about it. He's the only way that I've made it. 2 Chronicles 15:7 says, Be ye strong therefore, and let not your hands be weak. For your work shall be rewarded. Let us always put our patients first and stay strong for them and their families in their most precious time of need. It is God who gives us the strength day in and day out to do so. Florence Nightingale once said, the very first requirement in a hospital is that it should do the sick no harm. Let us always have compassion for people as Christ had compassion for us. Before every test, I would pray for us and that we would do well, and I felt it was only fitting that I would pray for us one last time. So if you will, please bow your heads. Dear kind and gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we love you and we praise you for your love, your mercy, your grace, and your salvation that you extend to us. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this privilege to be here tonight with our friends and family in celebration of this great accomplishment. Father, I pray that you touch every one of us and hold us now to remember what we've read, studied, and heard. And now may we apply this knowledge to our hearts and lives in our entire nursing career, and to always do no harm. Because, Father, we know that it's only in you and by you that we live and have our being. Let us never fail to give you the praise, honor, and the glory. Amen. Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to thank my wonderful nursing class for giving me the honor and privilege to speak for us. And I speak for all of us as nursing students because we've bonded in a way that no one can really understand until you've gone through this process. So to all of us, congratulations. It seems like yesterday we were in our first nursing class. Now here we are at the end of a very difficult and very rewarding journey. We have spent countless hours of studying, countless hours of sleep lost. It has not been easy juggling work, family, and school. We have spent many weeks not knowing what day it is. Have I fed the kids? Have I fed the dog? Did I shower today? Or was that yesterday? Did I forget to brush my teeth? Or, oh no, did I eat all the ice cream after all of this studying? That's just not even a touch of the craziness that we've experienced this past 2 years. But each and every one of us have a reason why we have put ourselves through all of this. Deep in our souls, we have felt the call to serve others. What is a nurse? A nurse is knowledge, shining with a ray of hope for all, with talent and with courage to respond to duty's call. A dedicated heart and watchful eyes throughout the night, a soothing voice with special warmth that tries to make things right. A nurse is reassurance with caring, gentle hands, a smile that tells each and every patient someone's there that understands. Well, we made it. I know we are all so humbled and blessed to have made it. We have been reminded too often how we are so thankful that our hard work, perseverance, and dedication has pulled us through. And most of all, many prayers went up to give each and every one of us the knowledge and the strength. And I stand here on the behalf of our class to thank every family member, every husband, every wife, every child, every grandparent, every mother-in-law, every father-in-law, any family that you've had to support you, friends, for all of the work and support that they've given us to allow us to accomplish this, and we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. I know firsthand in our class that many of us were put through the fire to get here tonight. We have had students with serious health problems that wouldn't give up, and they made it. Many of us have had life-altering events, life-changing events happen, but by the grace of God and His strength, we made it. I genuinely love each and every one of you all, and I care about you. Nurses form a bond with each other that's hard to explain, but we all have that bond. I am so happy and proud of all of you, all of the campuses. We've got each other. We know what it took to get here. One of our precious teachers told us in the beginning of this journey that the bonds of friendship we would gain with our fellow nurse classmates and our future co-workers are friendships that will last a lifetime. She also said she came into teaching to help change the world through her students. She knew she couldn't do it by herself, but by planting her seeds of passion in each and every one of us, we may help her accomplish this. Never underestimate the power of the nurse. I want each one of us to take this passion with us as we begin our nursing journey. I want each one of us to make it your life's passion and purpose to help change people's lives with your service and your knowledge. Be compassionate, be kind, be knowledgeable, and be a mentor to our communities. I want each one of you to think what got you here. No one could have gotten here without a teacher. From elementary school, preschool, all the way through your journey of education, people have dedicated their lives to change others, to be able to be educated. And you couldn't have got here without the love and support and dedication of teachers. We have been planted a knowledge in us and a passion that has been given to us and ignited by our educators. Teachers have a special purpose. They change lives and they want to make a difference. If you all will notice the yellow roses in the front of the stage here, there's 22 roses here to represent each educator that have helped us through this program. It's a tri-college program. We've got our special nurse people at each college, but it took the whole tribe to raise us. So they worked together, and without them, we couldn't have gotten here. And as a nurse, they represent the light. And as our Christian faith, how it ties in together, there's a close correlation there. We are supposed to be the light of the world as followers of Christ. But as a nurse, I want you all to think about that, how we are supposed to be a light to our patients. And these lights, these roses down here represent the light that was ignited in us by the help of our educators. And there is one for each campus, and at the end of the service, if you all would take them home, everyone's got one up here. I've got one more thing to say in closing. I promise I haven't taken too long. They were all so worried because I like to talk too much, how long I would take. But I'm about to finish up. I came across this quote from an MD on Facebook. Okay. But this is really neat. I want you all to listen to this, and I want to stop. Because I'm an MD and I wear a doctor's stethoscope, I have something very important to say, and I'll say it publicly. Through my training and career, nurses have been my hands, my eyes, my ears. They have caught my sleep-addled mistakes at 3 a.m. When I was an exhausted house officer, they have been my valuable members of our team and advocates for our patients. Every time I have to run to the bedside to help save a life, it was because a nurse called me to get there. I remember being sent to NICU transport from one hospital to another. I was so terrified I didn't know what to do if something went wrong, but I had an experienced nurse with me. She knew what to do. Do you know why I'm a physician and not a nurse? because I'm not brave enough to be a nurse.
Hey, what do you know? I don't even need a step stool. Yeah. That's right, buddy. Whew. As they said, first of all, I'm just going to tell y'all, I get a little emotional from time to time, but I was just giving some words of encouragement just to picture Tim Smith in some polka dotted thong. So I have never thought or pictured a man in thongs this long in my life. What's your name is? My name's Brian King, and I was nominated as class representative. I was honored at first until they said we couldn't find anyone to talk as much as you, so have at it. I have no idea where to get that from. I'll try to keep this short and sweet, just like our lectures in class. Tim and thongs, Tim and thongs, Tim and thongs. I want to truly thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. I realize a lot of you traveled many miles to be here this evening and to turn around to be at our graduation in a couple more days. I am truly honored to be standing up here, more than words can never describe. For the ones of you who know me well, there are a few things I'm truly passionate about. Tim, love you, man. First and foremost, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. As a young man was up here earlier, he said it the best. I give him all the glory. For not him, none of us are here tonight. And of course, my family and friends. It's who I am today because of you. And last, but definitely not least, Florida State football. Go Noles. That was for you, Jada. Oh, by the way, you know what happens September 2nd? The Roll Tide gets their first loss of the season. Woo! Sorry, I had to get that out of there. I love you. During the last 3 years, my family has definitely grown in size. First time I walked into the classroom, I seen a bunch of nursing students. Now I look around, I see a bunch of brothers and sisters. With the exception of who some of us call Mama Kyra. She wouldn't want me to elaborate, so I'm not. So I'll just simply say this. She has simply blessed us with her guidance through this whole process. So thank you very much. Coincidentally, this Sunday is Mother's Day, and I just want to take a second to recognize not only mine, but all of you moms in the audience tonight. You deserve just as much credit as we do. It is no secret that a mom's job is one of the toughest in the world. I have one of the best ones at home, taking care of my kids every day while I'm during this program, so thank you. Without your love, protection, hard work, and dedication to showing us what caring for loved ones is all about, I'm not quite sure we'd be in this, program to begin with. Let's be honest, without any of these traits, you couldn't be a good nurse, nor would you want to be one. So happy Mother's Day. I realize tonight is about us and celebrating a huge accomplishment. However, folks, let's make no mistake about it. We didn't do it on our own. I understand some of us has had a stronger support system than others. I couldn't imagine doing this alone. The ones who have held the fort down while your husband, wife, son, or daughter has spent countless hours studying each unit of every class, reading 11 chapters in 5 different textbooks that contradicted each other on just about every topic just to make us more confused than when we were before we started reading. Woo! Sorry, Beth. I love you too. You're going to like this. And let's not forget ATI. Every day and night, just to turn around and do it again and again and again. Then remediate for 2 hours. And then do it again. And then take a proctored test on the same crap, remediate another hour, and then do it one more time. Woo! Remember, Beth, I love you. I love ATI. Not. I'm sure you get the point. Our professors swear by ATI, which supposedly stands for Assessment Technologies Institute. I'm not convinced. I believe it stands for Attribute to Insanity. Parents, if you want to punish your children, don't take their tablets away. Make them do ATI. Then remediate for 2 hours, and then do it again. I love that. Son, that's you. I'm talking to you. Nursing has never been on my radar until just a few years ago. I was enrolled in VHCC to continue my civil engineering career. Till the Lord said, that's not my purpose for you in this life. So here I am, in front of you guys, speaking at a pinning ceremony. And I'll be completely honest. If someone would have told me several years ago that I'd be living in Abingdon, Virginia, graduating with an associate's degree in nursing, giving a speech in the middle of nowhere called a place called Big Stone Gap, I'd have probably throat punched him immediately, just saying. Moved from Florida where the sun shines where the sun shines year-round, you don't have to wear a jacket in May. Get real. And nursing? What kind of pansy does that? The kind that gets up here and cries in front of everybody's pinning ceremony? Woo, that'd be this guy. Oh, Lord, where was I? Oh, boy. Now I'm about to graduate from nursing school, and all the older guys say, how bad could it be? You're surrounded by a bunch of females. First of all, I'm married. Secondly, have you ever been in a small classroom with a bunch of grouchy, hormonal, sleep-deprived, hungry, socially isolated, stressed out, men-hating women? Trust me, it's not what it's cracked up to be, but thank goodness for Jack Daniels. What are y'all laughing at? I ain't talking about the drink. I'm talking about my buddy over here. Woo! It's been me and him since the beginning. We collectively said prayers before every class, and we survived. John and Michael, I feel your pain, brother. But by the end, Toby, Jonathan, and Isaac came along, and it's the girls you were worried about. Mountain Empire, you think we were annoying on the speaker? You should have been in class with us. You definitely wish this day would have come a little bit sooner. It was so bad. Jada couldn't wait to get back over here. She fed Katie to the wolves. You know, here you go. I'm going back home. Mountain Empire, unfortunately, I didn't get to know you personally. If there was anything about this program I'd change, it'd be that. But I've heard a lot of things about you, and I'm confident that you will make great nurses. So good luck to you all. Tim, love you, bud. Looking kind of cute right now. Woo. I remember in the summer of 2014, pharmacology was our first class, and it was nearly my last. Just to find out we had 3 more pharmacology classes. Shoot me now. I remember after failing my first test, I went to review all my stakes on my test, which were a lot. Then it occurred to me, most nursing exam questions are a lot like marriage. When you think you're right, actually you're wrong, because there's always a more correct answer. I love you, babe. I'm used to that. Then, nursing assessment. I remember teaming up and doing head-to-toe assessments with each other. Practicing wasn't too bad, but when someone's standing over you, watching your every move, whole new ball game. I was nervous at first, but not as bad as my partner. I went first, did my assessment on her. Then it was her turn. She was going along pretty good, and then she paused. And I was trying to get her attention. I was trying to help her out. She noticed I looked at her and said, "Quit looking at me." I told you they were grouchy. Oh, boy, and then skills. We learned a lot of different skills. But one of the skills I'll never forget, my buddy Jada over there. Handy tip when doing catheters. Sorry. Try to keep this PG-13. Apparently, I didn't pay attention in anatomy, and I didn't know there was more than one insertion site. And she's like, "Hey, it's easy." You better cover your head. She said, "Just look for the wink." I'm like, "What the heck?" We're on mannequins. There ain't no wink there, but I couldn't wait to get home to try it out. It works every time. I hope Papa ain't in the audience. Sorry. I think of that song, Neil McCoy. All she's got to do is just give me that wink. Slam, bam. Oh, so excuse me. There was never a dull moment in our class, I tell you. I think I just embarrassed myself. Then going on and learning IVs. That was the most intimidating part about it all. We don't want to hurt people. And tell the truth, I wasn't very good at it, and still ain't. My poor son hates needles, but that's his punishment. If you don't do what he's told, I'm like, "Sir, I'm going to give you an IV if you don't quit." Actually, my son was a guinea pig on a lot of things. He's allergic to peanut butter, and I try to give him a bite of my peanut butter sandwich just so I can use an EpiPen. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't be calling no. I see people with phones trying to call a number. I'm just kidding. At that point, my wife said, "You're taking this nursing thing a little too far." Oh, it wasn't until our I'm almost done. Y'all calm down. It wasn't until our second semester when we started clinicals. And I remember the first day of clinicals. We were introduced to loose stool, urine, vomit, diaphoresis, tachycardia, hypertension, difficulty breathing, and syncope. And that was before we seen our first patient. We were beyond nervous, including me. I'm like, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. These old people scared me. Like, oh my gosh. And then I looked over at Tanya Armstrong, and she was redder than a fire extinguisher. I'm like, "You all right?" I forgot all about my nerves. I was worried about her. Then came med surge. I believe this is where we started to suffer from malnutrition, sleep deprivation, stress, and social isolation. This is also where we would go to Jane. It's like, "Can you help us out? How do we study this crap?" Every time she would say, "Do your required reading, study your objectives, and know your exemplars." Which translated to read every stinking chapter in every stinking book 3 times. I got you. Who has time for that? I'm lucky to read one chapter from one book and remember a third of it. Too busy doing ATI. And of course, unless you're like Tanya or John Honeycutt and can read it one time and can teach the class about it. Then came OB. I'm like, I got this. I got 4 kids, Boy, was I wrong. Heck, between mine and my mom's kids, we take up half the audience. I'll never forget. OB clinicals. This is where I learned that you have to watch your terminology because your patients have no idea what you're talking about. So I walk into a room. A new young couple just gave birth to their first child. They have no clue what to expect. So I walk in there, pop my gloves on. I introduced myself. I said, "I'm here to massage your boggy fundus and examine your lochia. If looks could kill, I'd be dead instantly." So I should have just said, "I'm here to check to see if you're hemorrhaging, okay? Relax." Then came psych and geriatrics. I could stand up here for another hour and tell you about psych, but I won't. Our simulations is something I'm sure I'll never forget. It was the closest thing to real life as it can get. I'm not too convinced it wasn't real. I can't say that, sorry, I gotta go. Anyone that can play that role, I love you, Jada. She was a paranoid schizophrenia with manic depression. And I'm like, I walk in the room. I'm like, what the heck? I about to turn around and left. She's walking around with headphones on, saying some language that I prefer not to repeat. Bright red lipstick, 8-inch stilettos. She was freaky looking. I was freaked out a little, and everybody kept saying, whatever you do, don't let her out of the room. You know, no big deal, I got this. She caught me off guard, and out the door she went. And let me tell you guys, I am not exaggerating. That woman could run a 4.5 40 in high heels, I swear. I'm like, holy crap. So I run after her. She made it personal then. I'm like, oh, you ain't getting out of this building. But she made it clear to me that psych is definitely not my road of travel. I'll tell you. I'll help you, but I ain't going there. Whew. Anyway, it's hard to believe how far we come, and finally it's arrived. Toughest journey I think I could ever imagine it to be. And if I'd have known it had been this hard, I'm not sure I'd ever attempted it. However, we did it. There are many students have walked across the stage, but none more appreciated than this group. I want to personally thank the person or people who come up with the evening weekend program, because none of this is possible with us parents that work 40-hour jobs plus, or like Jack. I think he stayed at work. And raise a family, because it just ain't possible. So thank you. This is one of the most rewarding jobs in the world, and because of you, we can do it. Thank you to the staff working behind the scenes, the ones we never really got to see, our clinical instructors and nurses who allowed us to follow them. I want to say a special thank you to Jada Oaks for coaching us along the early months of this program. Beth for being our biggest cheerleader. I remember walking into the building on our first day of class last semester. She was out in the little area there. I'm not going to tell you what she was doing, but she was. She seen me. She threw that cigarette down. She ran over there. Yay, you did it. I swear she had 2 pom-poms. She'd give the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders a run for her money. She was hooting and hollering. I'm looking at my people. You all right? But really, honest, we laughed. But she was one of our biggest cheerleaders. She held you accountable, but she did. She was cheering us along the way. And last but not least, sorry, Katie Justice. There isn't enough time or words to express our appreciation for all your help and guidance along the way. Whether it was in the classroom or at the hospital, gearing up to change a C. diff patient with MRSA who decided to make a huge mess right before lunchtime, you were right beside us every step of the way. We have certainly been blessed to have you a part of this program. Thank you. Class of 2017, I want to leave you with this. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This program is an example of how true this really is. Now that we've completed the schooling, let's go represent the VATNP program. You learned how to be a good nurse, so let's go practice like one. Make a difference in your community and in your hospital or wherever you go. A quote by Alberto Casing: when you find yourself in the position to help somebody, be happy and feel blessed because God is answering that person's prayer through you. Remember, our purpose on earth is not to get lost in the dark, but to be a light to others so they find their way through us. I'm speaking to myself when I say, whatever you do, wherever you go, no matter how high the chain of command you go or end up, please don't forget where you came from. Ever. That's in any profession. Nursing is like a team sport. You're only as strong as your weakest link. Remember, your patients are sick. They didn't ask to be here. As Roosevelt said, no one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. They are someone's mom and dad, or brother or sister. Don't be one of those nurses that think it's not their job to give a bath or assist patients to the bathroom, change linens or whatever. It's the small things that make a big difference. Your job is to care for the patient. Do your job. The Lord has blessed us with the knowledge and ability to do great things. You may be the last person your patient sees. So if you're a believer in Jesus Christ, it don't hurt to ask if they are. If they don't know God, tell them the good news. You never know. You may change their life for eternity. Thank you, and God bless.
Well, there's no way to follow that. I feel kind of lost for words, and I'm not usually. But one thing I do want to say, and you might want to take out your paper and pencil and write this down. You're not finished with ATI. You still have to get ready for NCLEX, so don't forget that. And you really do love it. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to back up a little bit to something that nobody has talked about tonight, and I certainly don't want to leave it out. I want to talk about points. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Do you? Okay. Well, you all are amazing, and to get through this program is amazing. It's the hardest thing you probably will ever do. It's just amazing. And you do what many people do in 4 years because they choose to do the bachelor's degree. You do it in 2 years. So you just be so proud that you've done it. But our grading system is based on points. And every year we like to recognize the students who have the highest level of achievement in nursing courses only. So I want to present these awards tonight. First of all is the VATNP E. Page Umberger Academic Achievement Award. There may be some folks in the audience that were students of our program that actually remember Miss Umberger. I know there's a Gideon representative here tonight who remembers Miss Umberger. She had very high values and was insistent that every student do the best that they could do, and it had to be perfect. This award is based on the highest level of achievement for the entire enrollment of students in the traditional day program. And tonight, this award goes to Tiffany Brianne Justice. Someone should be very proud. We are. The next award goes to the LPN. We have, as I told you earlier, we have an LPN to RN transition program for LPNs who want to advance their education to become a registered nurse. This award was made in recognition of an LPN that was in our program many, many years ago. Shortly after completing the program, she died of cancer, and this award is to recognize her dedication to nursing. The VATNP Billett McFadden Achievement Award goes to Sheena McGraw. Somebody needs to tell her where she is. The last award tonight goes to the student enrolled in the evening weekend program that has the highest level of achievement. Tonight, this award goes to Michael Engel. And now I would like Deborah Clarkston to ask Deborah Clarkston to come to the podium for the moment that we've all been waiting for. She will introduce each one of you, and I will pin your pin to acknowledge that you have completed the Virginia Appalachian Tri-College Nursing Program.
Angela Bray. Brandy Byers Burnham. Chelsea Page Charles. Rebecca Christian. Victoria Culbertson. Alicia May Deal. Bobby Ann Deal. Emily Rachel Deloach. Dylan Dotson. Lacey D. Fisher. Karsten Flannery. Alyssa Danielle Fultz. Kayla Marie Hatley. Christina Jean Harville. Kelly Lauren Honaker. Vern Kearns. Ashley Michelle Kilgore. Hannah Brooke Kilgore. Ashlyn Brooke Lane. Mia Masters. Sheena McGraw. Tori Shea Morgan. Natasha Faye Mullins. Sarah Jane Mullins. Amanda Grable Muncie. Rebecca O'Quinn. Candy Renee Osborne. Daniel Dalton Parker. Eliza L. Peters. Candy Porter. Taylor Nicole Salyers. Serena Lynn Scott. Cricket Atkins Stanley. Heather Page Stevens. Sarah Vanover. Cynthia Dawn Allen. I think they're disappointed. Amanda Carey Bowen. Haley Morgan Bradshaw. Autumn Lachey Chaffins. Miriam Catherine Chambers. Caitlin Nicole Christian. Jared Cody Church. Madison Johanna Nicole Cordell. Flora Stephanie Cook. Amber Dawn Compton. Deborah G. Davis. Ethan Wayne Davis. Megan Nicole Ellswick. Sasha Nicole Farmer. Amber Danielle Fleming. Samantha Daniela Gillespie. Casey Allison Gullett. Savannah Hagerman. Amanda Ann Hagee. Bethany Renee Harder. Courtney Danielle Hart. Mariah D. Hart. Ernest Mackenzie Harold. Christopher Jordan Horn. Whitney Horn. Haley Reed Hurley. Lori Jesse. Devin Danielle Johnson. Tiffany Brianne Justice. Shay Adele Kleinschmidt. Jeffrey Calvin McLaughlin. Amanda Beth Metcalf. Chandler Isaiah Miller. Sybil Janelle O'Quinn. Zachary Ian Phillips. Jody Michelle Vance Salyers. Joanna Ruth Sawyers. Shannon Nicole Schneider. Christopher Lewis Slade. Jamie Lynn Smith. Sawyer Trey Smith. Lonnie Ray Thomas Jr. David Cameron Whitaker. Chase Asbury. Anna Denise Blake. Christina D. Boer. Tanner Michael Boyd. Mackenzie Lee Burke. Sarah Elizabeth Bush. Allie Davey. Jordan D. Dotson. Heather Nicole Four. Allie Hall. Darian Scott Ham. Kimberly Danielle Harding. Timothy Mason Jeffers. Stephanie Jennings. Kristen Keel. Ashley Nicole LaPierre. Stephanie Lynn Lovings. Lexi McCoy. Nikki McNew. Kayla Peters. Ashton Elizabeth Rasnick. Caleb Rowland. Brooke Shoup. Courtney Diane Smith. Morgan Yarber. Brittany Barnes. Carissa Danielle Blanton. Sharona Brooke. Rachel Danielle Cross. Tiffany Janine Epperson. It's the second generation. Charity Brooke Franklin. John Fitzgerald Honeycutt. Carla Jean Humphreys. Michael Engel. Alex Rain Middleton. Christy Russell. Anessa Brooks Salyers. Christy Schiffer. Kayla Marie Simons. Jessica Danielle Spears. Crystal Lee Stanley. Tanya Renee Armstrong. Tamara Lee Bishop. Jamie Lee Brooks. Melinda Collins. Diane Garrison. Jessica Nicole Horn. Jonathan Henry Jackson. Brian Joel King. Victoria Michelle Kite. Amber Lowe. Jennifer Marie McClanahan. Lauren Oberfeidinger. Danielle Ratliff. Sherry Renee Riddle. Kayla Lorraine Rourke. Toby Taylor. Tabor. Tabor. Jack Daniel Terry. Kyra Barker Ward. Dr. Mitchell, all our guests, I would like to present to you the class of 2017.
Finished yet. At this time, I'd like all of our candidates to please stand. Turn to page 3 in your program. It's not numbered. You'll have to figure it out. We call that critical thinking around here. And you will recite along with me the International Pledge for Nurses. In full knowledge of the obligations, with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse. Thank you.
Congratulations. I know that you all are very proud, and I am so proud to know that if I'm sick or if that a member of my family is sick and they live in Southwest Virginia or East Tennessee or West Virginia, there is a very good possibility that a graduate of our program will be caring for me. And I hope that it's not one of you. I mean, because I don't want to get sick, but not... That did come out right. Remember that you will never stop learning. You will be continually learning. I hope and trust that most of you will be going almost immediately to get your bachelor's degree. Many of you will become nurse practitioners. We're in desperate need for nurse educators right now. You know that there's a shortage, especially in rural communities. I challenge you to stay in the rural community and take care of the people who you know and love. At this time, I'd like for everyone to stand. Congratulations. Go out and take care of the world before you. Go on. Would ask the audience, please stay in your seats until the graduates get out.
You always walk the stairs.